Hello, baby girl. Hello. Sophia's waving vigorously in the back. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday morning. Yeah, I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday morning. I'm just going for a short drive to get one or two items, and looking at the state of my hair, I'm like, what better opportunity than to talk about locks, to talk a bit about my hair. I get lots of questions from a lot of people, strangers, about my hair. I get people I don't know approaching me just to ask me questions about my hair, and I noticed for a while now my hair has become sort of a conversation starter, especially amongst people of the African community. In fact, I've had people of other backgrounds ask me questions about my hair, or just come to me and paid compliments. So yeah, I thought I'll share a bit about my hair with you. So one of the most common questions I get about my hair is, oh, are those sister locks? Yeah, are those sister locks? I just want to clarify, my hair is not sister locks. For it to be sister locks, it has to be installed by a certified sister lock consultant, or whatever they call them. I don't know what the right term is, but if you're familiar with sister locks, you know what I mean. It has to be installed by a certified consultant. What I've got happening here are micro locks, DIY micro locks to be precise, which means I install them myself and I maintain them myself. The other question I get is, oh, like, how do you get them so tidy and so neat? Right now I've got a lot of new growth, but I'm too busy to do anything about them, and so I have left them. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, hair is not exactly a priority to me. Yeah, that'll be the case. It'll be a different case for other people, but to me, hey darling, it's not exactly a priority. I've got other priorities I'm working on. So my hair usually comes last. Baby girl, did you drop your toy? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, so I maintain them if and when I can. If not, they stay messy. Should I say messy? Not exactly, not the word I'm trying to use, but yeah, there's new growth and it doesn't faze me. New growth is good. It's the nature of my hair and I fully embraced it. Yeah, but for the maintenance side of things, when I want to retighten the locks to help the hair at the bottom lock and prevent it from matting together, I use a tool called what's it called? You can use a crochet needle, or I use a tool called the interlocking tool. Yeah. So I use a tool called the interlocking tool, and I use that to lock it. And basically the way I achieve that is by locking it. So I explained it to a lady and she referred to it. She's like, oh, so like the cross. Yeah, and I liked her analogy. So yeah, I go from one side one, so maybe from left to right and then top to bottom. So just pretend you're drawing the cross with a needle. So the interlocking tool is like a big needle. Obviously it's not sharp. You put the head through it like you thread a needle, and then you pass the interlocking tool at the bottom of your hair. So I use a technique. I don't know what exactly the technique is called, because like I said, it's DIY and I just do what works for me, and that has been working for me, and you can see the results. So I go from left to right and then top to bottom, and then left to right again, top to bottom. So I feel the hair is tight enough. I try not to make it too tight, because basically I'm not trying to get my hair looking perfect. I just want to help the bottom lock. So there are different locking techniques, but doing the interlocking means I can wash my hair immediately after interlocking it if I need to, without concerning myself of the new growth coming undone. Because I've heard from people that do the, what sort of driving is this? I've heard from people that do the, is it when they twist it or whatever, the bottom, they roll it around, can't remember what it's called. And yeah, basically they have to wait for a while, and they can't wash their hairs for a while to prevent it from coming undone. I want to be at liberty to wash my hair as I please, and for that matter I prefer to interlock it. The other question I get is my hair colored? And I'm making this video, what I'm saying is not coming in any particular order. I'm just talking off the top of my head, remembering what people have asked me. No, my hair is not colored. My hair goes brown at the tips as it gets longer. I don't know why. Maybe it's genetic, I don't know. I did a little bit of research, just a brief research out of curiosity, and apparently sunlight can fade the hair. I don't spend a lot of time in the sun, so I'm not exactly sure why that is, but I get lots of compliments about that too, and I personally like it. Yeah, I think it's amazing, it's lovely. And yeah, the other thing is people are like, oh, like, what do you put in your hair for it to grow so long? Or what products do you use? I do not use any products. I basically just wash my hair, I shampoo it, I condition it, and that's it. I don't use any hair, I don't know, creams or whatever they want to call it, oils, pomade. No, I don't. I just wash it and just leave it to air dry, and that's it. And I leave it to do its own thing. To prevent the roots from matting, you can hold the two strands of hair and pull them apart to separate them at the roots, especially after a wash. This helps to keep your parts clean and prevent the hairs from merging and matting. Yeah, if you don't do this and you leave it for a long time before you try and do it, it can be quite painful. So it's actually a good habit to form, that every time you wash your hair, especially if you have lots of new growth, to just pull it apart to separate the roots. Yeah. Another question I get about people asking is like, oh, I really want to lock my hair. I had a lady the other day just casually approach me at the playground like, oh, I want to lock my hair. I went back to my home country recently, and I even made an appointment to go to the hairdressers to get my hair interlocked. However, when I got there, I changed my mind because I didn't know how I was going to maintain it when I returned to Australia. And I said to her, I'm like, oh, I've noticed a few people around with locks, and so I believe there's some locticians around. And she said to me she doesn't like other people maintaining her hair, and also the cost is a factor. Hairdressers here charge an arm and a leg to get a simple hairstyle done, which I'm very much aware of. So, and they're difficult to find. It's difficult to get appointments. So it's like, yeah, it's just really not the best path to go if you can avoid it. So I said to them, this is how I maintain my hair. So I thought I'll share that with you guys as well. So basically what I do is when I'm ready to interlock my roots, obviously I give it a wash. But then after I've done that, I put my hair into braids. This helps me to interlock it in bits without feeling the pressure of, oh, I need to sit down and get it all done at once. So I just do it in bits, and I do it at my convenience. So I put them in braids, sometimes 6 cornrows, sometimes 5. And so after I've done that, I'll undo a row of cornrows and then interlock that section. And if it happens that I'm not done interlocking and I need to go somewhere, I just put that cornrow back. I just braid it back. And then when I get back home and do that same section, find where I was up to, and I continue. I find it's easier than trying to interlock a whole head of hair. And then it's like you interlock part of it, you go somewhere, you come back, and you're trying to find where you're up to. I find it easier to have them in cornrows, so I'm dealing with smaller sections. And so I do it myself that way. And I do it in bits. I'll interlock my hair whenever I got the chance, and if for whatever reason I needed to stop, I'll just stop and get back to it later. Yeah, another question I get is, oh, like, why did you interlock my hair? Why did I lock my hair? Sorry, not interlock. Why did I lock my hair? Well, I locked my hair for many reasons. One of the reasons being I had a very, very interesting experience with the hairdressers here in Perth. First of all, it's almost impossible to get an appointment with them. So I found myself trying to book appointments way in advance. And then secondly, you could go for an appointment scheduled at 9 a.m. and end up spending the whole day there and leave with your hair undone, which means you have to go back the following day. And for me, that's not a very productive way to use my time. The sun is bright. That's not a very productive way for me to use my time. Spending 2 days getting hair done is not something I want to be doing on a regular basis. But yeah, it seems to be quite a regular around here, and I'll go into the details of that in another video. Yeah, and then the cost factor. It costs an arm and a leg to get the hair done, and it's not done to your satisfaction. Because there are very few hairdressers, you find one, you show them what you want, and they give you the hairstyle they think will suit you. And I remember there was one occasion I walked out of the hairdressers looking like a bubblehead. because she sold me too many hair extensions, and then went ahead to try and install all of it, and yeah, I really resembled a bubble head when I walked out of there. Yeah, so the hairstyle doesn't suit you, you pay a lot of money, and yeah, it's just almost impossible to get an appointment with them. So it's like taking the hair out becomes an issue because you don't really know when your next appointment is going to be. So it's like you take the hair out and you're trying to maintain it in between hair appointments, and it can get very stressful. Yeah, and the other thing is I do not even have the time to go there, because if I go to the hairdressers with my children, it will be hard to watch them sitting there for hours or days trying to get my hair done. So that was part of the reasons why I locked my hair, for the convenience, for the time saving, and also I'm not relying on other people. And yes, I'm not using hair extensions and other artificial hair, should I say hair modification or whatever it is. Yeah, I got sick of all those hair extensions and whatever. It just was just so artificial. I wanted something natural. I wanted to be more of my natural self rather than buy someone else's hair, human hair. And I mean, I have nothing against that. For people that do it, I have nothing against it. If you have the time and the resources to do it, go for gold. For me, it just was not viable. Oops. Yeah, it's not something I wanted to continue doing. So I wanted something natural. So that's why I went for the locs. Yeah, so easy maintenance, and yeah, initially when I started, I mean, when you get the first installation done, when I got it done, I looked like a black chicken. Up, baby girl and Stevie, I literally resembled a black chicken, because prior to me getting locs done, I went overseas, and while I was at the hairdressers, I asked them if they could, you know, wash my hair, shampoo it and all that before giving me the cornrows. And I didn't realize that not all hairdressers knew anything about natural hair. I just thought, well, the hairdresser has hair like me. Hers was cut short, but I'm thinking, well, she grew up with hair like me, she should know something about this. But I was wrong. Baby girl, she was really, really good with braiding. But when she went to wash my hair, she shampooed it, and when she washed it, by the time she was done, the whole hair was knotted. Very, very, very knotted. Like she could not brush it. She could not comb it. She could not do anything with it. It was completely knotted. And she kept trying for a long time. So I told her to give me the comb. So I'll try and comb it myself. And yeah, it was so knotted. If I wanted to get those knots out, sweet girl, let me do come out those shoes now, okay? Okay, my dear. Okay, thank you. Yeah, baby girl, TV. Yeah, my hair was so knotted. So after trying to brush it myself, I just said to her, you know what? Don't worry about it, just braid it. Because, yeah, I didn't even know how to take the knots off myself. And she put my hair in that state. So she braided my hair. I'll put up a photo one of these days. The braids looked amazing, you know, I was so happy. But she made it really, really tight. So when I came home, it was time to sleep. I couldn't really lay my head on the pillow. It was so sore, it was painful, but it looked really, really good. Well, fast forward, I took the braids out, and with the knots combined with the tightness of the hair, a lot of my hair had fallen out, a lot of my hair had come out, and so I ended up losing a lot of hair. And so I couldn't even have my natural hair in a bun, and well, not like I used to, because it was thin. It's okay, baby girl. It was thin. It was like literally see-through. Yes, the hair was that thin. You could see through when I brushed it. And so that was why I decided to lock my hair. Because I was like, okay, looking at the state of my hair, even though I've never locked anyone's hair, I don't think I could get it so wrong, because the hair is already damaged. So what's the worst thing that can happen? I lock my hair, it doesn't turn out the way I want, and then I'll just have to cut it all, because at this state I can't see anything worse. And so I gave it a go and locked my hair, and yeah, I made some mistakes along the way that I realize now. And when I advise people that want to lock their hair, I told them not to do those things. But overall, I'm very, very happy with my decision. I have no regrets. It saves me valuable time I'd have been wasting on my hair. It saves me money, and it saves me time. Yes, valuable time, money, which means I have more time with my children, and I have more time doing things that I personally find useful and meaningful. Yeah, and my hair is at the very bottom of that list. So yeah, that's my hair lock journey. I've had my hair locked for just over 3 years, and I can confidently and boldly say I've gotten a lot of new growth since I had my hair locked, considering the extremely damaged state of my hair when I started. So yeah, it's been good. It's been an experience, and in doing so I learned a new skill as well. Yeah, I have people coming up to me asking me about my logs, and then taking my number so they can ask me more questions, you know, because yeah, conversation about hair never ends. So yeah, that's my journey with my logs. That's why I have this, and I have new growth, and I don't have hair extensions in, and it's amazing. I'm loving every bit of it. Yeah, and I'm doing it for me. I'm very happy with the way it looks. So it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks or feels about it. That's their opinion for them to keep. I love it, and so I love it. It's natural, it's a time saver, it's a money saver, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yeah. So yeah, let me know in the comment section if you have any questions about my hair, if there's any particular videos you want to see me make. I'll try and share my interlocking process with you when I do interlock, but I've got a lot of important things coming up that I need to deal with. So for the meantime, I'm just gonna be out and about with my hair looking like this, enjoying my new growth and loving every part of it. So yeah, that is my hair story. My hair story. If you're thinking of doing locks, I'd say go for it. So as long as you're happy and it's your decision, go for it. It's worth it. It's so worth it. My only regret is, why didn't I do this earlier? That's my only regret. Why didn't I lock my hair earlier? Why didn't it just cross my mind to lock my hair all those times I was wasting money, my resources, my time, and everything. A hair dressing salons. Why didn't it cross my mind? Oh my goodness, there's no parking around here. Why didn't it cross my mind to just simply lock my hair? I can't park here because the car is long. That's a shame. I'll just have to park here then, I suppose. I think some people won't be happy with me for doing this, but honestly, I cannot find parking anywhere. Okay, so yeah, that's my story. I've arrived where where I was coming, and I'm gonna get 1 or 2 things, and I'll be back online shortly. Thank you for watching. Remember to like this video and share with your friends. Love you all. Ciao. Bye bye.